Namaste दोस्तों. Today we will discuss about unification of Germany. Then we'll talk about unification of Italy, and then we'll talk about strange case of Britain. Now let's start with unification of Germany. Chief Minister Otto von Bismarck was the chief architect of unification of Germany and carried out national unification with the help of Prussian army and bureaucracy. This is an image of Otto von Bismarck. Bismarck's object of unifying Germany was accomplished by three wars which were fought during a brief period of 7 years. War with Denmark, then we had Austro-Prussian War, and last was Franco-Prussian War. फाइनल यूनिफिकेशन की बात करते हैं अभी. On January 18, 1871, in the Royal Palace of Versailles, the King of Prussia, Kaiser William I, was crowned as the German Emperor, and the ceremony was symbolized as unification of Germany now. And people those were invited were Princess of Germany, Ministers of Prussia, and head of different army units. ये आपके सामने इमेज है. दिस इज द प्लेस. हॉल ऑफ मिरर है वर्सेल्स का, वर्सेल पैलेस का, जहाँ पे केजर विलियम वन को क्राउन किया गया. अब हम बात करते हैं इटली यूनिफिकेशन की. यूनिफिकेशन ऑफ इटली. In the mid 19th century, Italy comprised of 7 states, out of which only Sardinia-Piedmont was ruled by Italian royal family. Lombardy and Venetia were ruled by Austro-Hungary Empire. Papal states जो सेंटर में थे were under the authority of Pope, and two Sicilies were under the dominance of Bourbon dynasty of Spain. आपके सामने इमेज है. नॉर्थ में ये जो हमारे पास पार्ट है, ये जो रूल करते थे ये थे ऑस्ट्रो हंगरी, हेस्बर्ग एम्पायर के पास था. सेंटर में जो है ये पेपल स्टेट जो कि पॉप की अथॉरिटी के पास था, और साउथ में जो दो सिसिलीज थी, टू सिसिलीज वेर अंडर द डोमिनेंस ऑफ स्पेन, बर्बन डायनेस्टी में थे. 1830s, जोसेफ मजीनी established a secret society called Young Italy and bring about a revolutionary uprising, but he failed. The king of Sardinia-Piedmont, Victor Emmanuel II, was actively helped by his chief minister Cavour. In an alliance with France, Chief Minister Cavour defeated Austria in 1859 war and took the northern Italy under Victor Emmanuel II. Garibaldi, with his armed volunteers called Red Shirts, defeated the Bourbon King of Spain, freeing the kingdom of two Sicilies. And now King Victor Emmanuel II was proclaimed as the King of United Italy. The complete unification of Italy was achieved in 1871. और ये एक इमेज है जहाँ गैरिबाल्डी शूज पहना रहे हैं इटली नाम का विक्टर इमैनुअल II को. बहुत बढ़िया. अब हम बात करते हैं हमारे स्ट्रेंज केस ऑफ ब्रिटेन की. स्ट्रेंज केस ऑफ ब्रिटेन. There was no British nation prior to 18th century. 1688 में इंग्लिश पार्लियामेंट ने पावर ले ली थी मोनार्की से, एंड पार्लियामेंट पास्ड the Act of Union 1707 by which इंग्लैंड एंड स्कॉटलैंड were unified, और उसको नाम दे दिया गया, एक फॉर्मेशन हो गया नया, that is यूनाइटेड किंगडम ऑफ ग्रेट ब्रिटेन. People residing in British Isles were mainly English, Welsh, Scots and Irish, and these ethnic groups had distinct political and social traditions. Ireland suffered a similar fate. Ireland was divided between Catholics and Protestants. Protestants were helped by English against Catholics. Catholics were revolted against British but were suppressed. Wolfton, a leader, lost against British army in 1798, and Ireland was forcibly incorporated into United Kingdom in 1801. The English language dominated, and both Scotland and Ireland were subordinate to England. This is strange case because the formation of nation state in Great Britain was not a result of a sudden upheaval or a revolution, but it was rather a result of long drawn out process. For today, this is all we have discussed. Please like, share and subscribe. नेक्स्ट लेक्चर जो होगा वो होगा हमारा नेशनलिज्म इन इंडिया पे. थैंक यू. केजर विलियम वन.